Hello everyone, this is Warhawk Beyond 2040 and welcome to another edition of the comic book review series. And today I am going to be talking about issue 6 of Superman 78, which marks the final issue in this 6-part mini-series. And all I can say is this has been an amazing series, a real breath of fresh air, and very pleasantly surprised at how good the storytelling and the writing has been for this run. And when they announced that Brainiac was going to be the main villain for the Richard Donner universe of the Superman stories, I was very interested to see how they were going to handle Brainiac, because Brainiac, as we all know, has never appeared in the Christopher Reeve Richard Donner movies. In fact, he has never appeared in much media other than the comic books and animation and a couple of live action appearances in Smallville and in Krypton. So when they announced that he would be appearing in this universe of Superman, I was very pleasantly surprised at how well they handled Brainiac, very close to the traditional Brainiac that he was back in the 50s/60s, and they did an amazing job. I thought they did a great job with Brainiac, and this final issue in the 6-part miniseries really goes out on a real high note, and I'm really interested to see what they're going to do next, but we'll get to that in a moment. So we're going to have a quick recap of what's happened so far, and then we'll get to talking about issue 6. So basically what's happened so far is Brainiac's come to Earth, as we all know, looking for the last Kryptonian. He shrunk the city of Kandor, which has Jor-El and Lara still alive, because we thought they died on Krypton. And he's tried to invade planet Earth, and Superman more or less surrendered himself to Brainiac, and he ended up being shrunk and placed in Kandor with the rest of the Kryptonians and the Kandorians. And he was just more or less trying to adjust himself to living the Kryptonian way. Lex Luthor and Lois Lane formed some sort of reluctant alliance to try and rescue Superman from Brainiac's clutches. And then we also saw Brainiac pull the entire city of Metropolis, and he's going to place it in a bottle. And Superman realizes that he cannot stay in Kandor, and he's got to go back and defeat Brainiac. And we see at the end of issue 5, Superman ended up on Brainiac's ship, and they were getting ready to have a huge battle, as you can see in the cover here. So overall, great stuff. Every part has been top notch. Storytelling, excellent. Writing, dialogue, artwork, you name it. Excellent stuff. So we're going to have a look at issue 6. And as you can see, it just pretty much picks up where we left off from the end of issue 5. As you can see there, Brainiac has more or less upgraded himself into a bigger, badder version of himself. And we see a side of Brainiac you don't really see very often, because there's a bit in here where Superman is trying to reason with him, where he says, "Science is just your weapon." And Brainiac says to him, "Do not speak to me of science. You haven't observed what I've observed. You didn't endure what I endured." And he very defiantly screams, "I lost everything." So clearly something happened to Brainiac. Maybe Planet Colu was destroyed at some point. They didn't really delve into his backstory that much, but it's nice that, Brainiac, who's normally so stoic and so cold, like a machine, to see him display emotion was quite a rare thing, because you very rarely ever see Brainiac show emotion to anyone, least of all Superman. So it's a great battle here. This is something I probably would have imagined you would have seen. If they had made a third Superman movie with Brainiac, we probably would have seen something like this. So Brainiac more or less blows himself up, but we know better. We can't keep Brainiac down. Yuck. And we see Superman more or less rescues all the bottles of all the different worlds that Brainiac has shrunk and stolen from different planets. And of course, Brainiac, as you can see, can't keep a good bad guy down for long. Brainiac's more or less the science is forever. And that's pretty much what happens to Brainiac's ship. It just blows up. So it's more like a self-destruct mechanism that Brainiac has installed. So very, very dramatic stuff here. As I said, this is a really epic final chapter of this mini-series. So you more or less see Metropolis falling from the sky. Really epic stuff here. Look at Lex. Too bad the real Metropolis real estate market is about to crash. Typical Lex. Land, 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 land. It's all about the land. I can definitely hear the John Williams score here. Just reading these panels. Brilliant. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Really good stuff here. So Superman has more or less stopped Metropolis from falling from the sky, and it lands back in its place. Wow. This shot here is just unbelievable. The artwork on here is just amazing. And I could definitely hear Christopher Reeve and Margot Kidder's voices when reading the dialogue. It's just fantastic. It's good to see you again, Lois. Anything happened while I was gone? Classic. And after Brainiac has been destroyed and Lex Luthor's disappeared, we're just back to business as usual. Good stuff here. And the usual goofiness with Lois and Clark never gets old. And this is how it pretty much ends, really. So Superman's found Kandor, places it in the fortress. Jor-El and Lara, as you can see, they're still very much alive and well. So it's going to be very interesting to see, because Jor-El has always been like an AIS presence in the fortress, same as Lara. So now that they've got the real Jor-El and Lara back, so it's going to be interesting to see how this will play out. And we end Superman issue 6 in grand fashion, just like the Christopher Reeve movies. There you go. It says, without Brainiac's technology, everything was destroyed. But Superman vows to find another way to restore Kandor. So pretty much traditionally like he did in the comics of the 50s and the 60s. So there's a last line here saying, we'll make our discoveries together. So yeah, there you have it. Issue 6, Superman 78, the final chapter of this mini-series. Brilliant. I have to say, probably one of the best DC comics I've read in quite some time. It's just really good. Although it was only 6 issues, I thought they did a really good job with the storytelling and capturing the warmth of those classic Superman movies. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. So there you have it. Issue 6 of 6, Superman 78. Excellent. One of the best comic book runs I've read in quite some time. Loved it. So, where does Superman 78 go from here? I would like to see for the next series, obviously it probably will be another mini-series, maybe 6 issues, or could be 8 this time, who knows. But if we do get another one, which I'm hoping we do, I'd love to see Bizarro. I'd love to see what a Bizarro Superman with Christopher Reeve's likeness, what it would look like. Seen a couple of sketches online, so it's definitely something we could see one day, and I hope we do, because we never really got to see Bizarro in that universe. I mean, we had an evil Superman in Superman 3. Apart from that, the whole film is not worth talking about. But definitely something I'd like to see for the next series. Or maybe Metallo, because Metallo has been around since like the 50s as well. So maybe we might see Metallo in this universe, maybe Parasite. Not really big on Parasite, but I think I'd probably would like to see Bizarro next. Definitely like to see Bizarro. I think they could really do something special with him, like they've done with Brainiac. Who knows? Maybe Brainiac could come back. Who knows? But we shall see. So that's going to be it from me. I am going to wrap this up now. What was your thoughts on issue 6 of Superman 78? Did you enjoy it? What was your thoughts on Brainiac blowing himself up? Does this leave the door wide open for a Brainiac return? And also, now that Jor-El and Lara have been officially confirmed to be alive and well, and Kandor back in the Fortress of Solitude, what kind of role could they play next in the next series of Superman 78? And which villains would you like to see appear next in the next run? Would you like to see Bizarro? Would you like to be Metallo, Parasite, Toyman, or someone completely different from the mainstream universe? You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below, and I will see all of you next time for another edition of the comic book review series. So until next time, take care, everybody, and stay safe. And once again, as always, thanks for listening.